We drinking, Tunde?
this, this is the juju juice that wow. This is the juju juice that Wilder has to drink on Saturday night if he is to dethrone the Gypsy King. But you know how we start. Dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down. I'm so looking forward to this one still, I ain't gonna lie.
Spence.
Look, it's like Wilder's people never want this one to go out because like they try to slot my internet.
I'm telling you, they didn't want this one to go out. They try to mess up the broadcast, but bro, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. By hook or crook, the spirit, the knowledge, and the master genius must get on this thing here. But all day, you know, all day I've been thinking about this, Spence. I spent the last 3 hours analyzing and going over the fight. This is a serious fight. And there are a multitude of ways that Tyson Fury can win this fight. I'm just being honest. But I've been waiting to hear your analogy on this subject first. So fire away.
You know what? I'm looking at this fight, and before I ever say what Tyson Fury can do for what he can't do, I'm saying that Tyson Fury's camp looked very, very perturbed. Yesterday at the press conference, like Bob Arum is going off and try to bad up Kate.
He start call my girl effing this effing. Bob was having some smoke yesterday.
Boy, well, I'm just saying, like, man, he lost it a little piece. So
yeah, he lost it. I think it was very, but you know, listen, you get to a certain age and you don't give a shit. Sorry for
that. Well, I think with him because I was Bob Arum, 80 odd now.
He must be licking 9.
Yeah, he must be licking 9. He must be licking 9s because he's been in this thing for a hot minute still. If the thing goes, it's because I just ordered some. some strawberry milkshake. It's called Crunk Burger. They make the wickedest burgers. What's people trying to phone me for now? 1 second. That must be them. Hello?
Listen, live and direct on the Fight Is Right. Milkshakes get ordered. Burgers get ordered.
Yeah, can you press the buzzer then, mate? Thank you very much.
Big up Dean Sinclair. We see you, bro.
Videos. Don't get my burger, bro.
Only on TV. Only on live TV. You get man interrupting a very important subject. Ordering his Deliveroo. Big up Deliveroo. We need some sponsorship money because we're bigging you up. Old Tight Late Show 42. You know this all the way out there. Chicken and rice is going on. Old Tight Ronald Curtis. Lifestyle. A Opes. Come on. I know you've been looking forward to it. A Zinger. I'm just picking up the people. Pooh Bear. Good evening, guys. Enough respect, much love. As always, good evening to you. Steve Bailey in the house. Eddie Hearn has joined us as he does every day, every event. Eddie Hearn's in the building. Azinger said he's been waiting for time. Come on. Yeah, lovely. Well, we're just waiting. This is what they call the preamble to the actual event, and it actually starts off with Spencer ordering Deliveroo live. This guy loves burgers. I don't know what's up with him. But I'm looking forward to it, as I was saying, and I've been breaking down the fight for the last couple of hours, and I'm being honest with you. Deontay Wilder has a mountain to climb because Raheem Gol, we may be looking at an announcement totally off subject this Saturday for the Fury fight. So keep your ears to the ground. You may get an announcement on AY's next fight. Anyway, yeah, as I say, I believe that Deontay Wilder has a mountain to climb, because this Tyson Fury, the more I watch him, last night it was all about Wilder last night, and I'm saying about the left hook. But to be honest with you, Spence, what you did?
Bro, Crunkburger, man, Crunkburger. Straight.
Bro, don't be giving them no free promotion unless they're promoting us. They're giving us something.
Bro, I never paid for this food.
Anyway, as I was saying, Spence, let's get serious. I was saying that Tyson Fury has a multitude of ways to win, and I'm really looking forward to how you see the fight going and how you piece this fight together, because I've taken notes on this, and this, oh man, off the canvas boxing says, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. But I'm being honest with you, this mountain is high for Deontay Wilder. Very high. But Spence, fire away. I want to hear your views.
I'm saying, let me just get this thing up on there. I'm saying to Deontay Wilder's key attributes is that right hand, and as you pointed out, that left hook. And it's also that he's fast.
Yes.
Right? But the thing that beats speed is timing. We know this. And Tyson Fury is very, very well timed. And his comfortability now is that he's adjusted to the punching power. I don't know if Deontay Wilder is going to bring any surprises. I believe that he is, because he's going to have to. He must have learned something over like the nearly 2 years that he's been working with exclusively with Malik Scott. But this is what I'm saying to him. Don't muck around the chili chips.
Chili chips. Come on.
This weekend is bare weight I'm putting on. Right? But
Robin Block said he feels Wilder's pulling off an upset. Robin, I'll be honest with you, that's how I felt yesterday. But when I watched the tapes today, I was like, bruv. Sorry. I was like, sir. Sir, this one here, the more I'm watching Tyson Fury,
he's a G, Tom.
Say that again?
Tyson Fury's a G. How he slips shots is wicked for a big man.
It's not. All right, let's go straight to it. What's the shot that's going to damage Deontay Wilder for Tyson Fury?
The looping right hand.
Come on. That, me and you agree, instant. It's the right hand clap him on the back of the head. Because
right.
it's not the traditional.
Oh, that's why I know I was right when I brought you into this game, because you know boxing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that weren't rehearsed, man. We just know.
Yeah, 100%.
That right hand's powerful as well, you know?
It's powerful. And you know what? The thing I was watching about Tyson, when he's throwing the shots, he ain't throwing them and praying to his Lord Jesus Christ. His eyes is wide open to see how you respond to the shot. And what he done in the second fight specifically was go straight down the line and move to his right, which is Deontay's left. So he's evading the right hand, and he's coming over with that looping right hand.
Right.
And he just caught Wilder so much, and Wilder didn't know what to do. So that has to be a key shot for Tyson Fury in this fight, the overhand right. So me and you, straight off the bat, agree with that.
I think the overhand right, but not only that, but the way Tyson Fury jabs to swell up your eye. He's not throwing one jab. Certain times he's throwing 4 jabs at you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
4 jabs. And he's learned that from Larry Holmes. Famously. What was it? What's the guy's name? I think it was Rodriguez. I think it was 1979. Defense of the world title.
Sorry. Dean Sinclair said, I was starting to lean towards Wilder until I heard David Hay say he's worried for Fury. Because it's always opposite. But anyway, old tight. I saw their donation there.
Stinger, thank you very much.
Big up, Stinger.
Wait a minute, Robin Block's taking liberties, you know. Robin Block done some movie the other day.
Yes.
Right, about horror classics, and I think he made £2 million. He made for himself £2 million.
Okay.
You want to start clicking this thing, brother? Sending some money to us.
And please, the taxman does watch this show, you know, Spence. Don't just air it out the man's business on this thing here.
I'm airing it, bro. Start sending in some donations.
Old tight Robin Block. Yes,
Man's got to realize when you come to the fight is right, it's church. And I'm here for collection.
The son of the legendary Simon Block.
Yep. Don't muck around with Simon Block, you know.
Yes, sir. Bro, smoothest man in boxing at one time.
Smooth operating that man. Smooth. Sade made that song about him.
Yeah, he talk and his lips don't move. That's how smooth he was. Old tight Robin Block. Yes, sir. But anyway, as we were saying, Spence, we were saying that, you know, the movement, the jab, the triple, the 4 jabs from Tyson is just a key element for him. And I just can't see, watching the second fight, he can't get past that jab, Spence. Wilder can't get past that jab. He can't. And
I'm putting that fight on as we're talking to them.
Here we go again. And the thing is that the reason why I'm a bit worried for Wilder now, I wasn't even worried for him yesterday because I said the left hook. The left hook has to come off the right hand because he can't sting it straight. He can't just, you know, like someone like a Felix Trinidad who just...
That was his key shot, Trinidad.
Boom, left hook. Wilder don't have that. So he's got to rely on the shot we know everyone knows coming is the right hand.
Right hand to pull him back, yeah.
And then fire the left hook.
But you know what? When he throws that right hand, yes. Tyson Fury with his long self will just do this, you know.
Yeah. Or he holds check him.
Yeah.
Check him. I see that.
Right.
I see that.
That's what Tyson Fury does.
So that's all the attributes for Tyson. Not only that, which I do feel can play into Wilder's hand, but Tyson Fury can have a fight. He'll have a fight. He'll get hit and go, all right, come on, let's have it, son. You know, and start tap his chin and go in there. So again, that's another key asset for Tyson Fury. You know, there's so many things, as we pointed out last week, but, you know, I believe Tyson Fury is actually going to do it. There's so many ways that Tyson Fury can win. If it's a dog fight, I believe that he can win a dog fight. One thing I picked up on what you said yesterday, which I had to look for, is actually Wilder's resilience. Because he didn't go down, you know, Spence.
He's a tough brother. Remember?
And I was watching...
It was bust from round 3.
Yeah, and I was watching his fight against Ortiz. He was getting wobbled up the same way, you know. He was getting wobbled up the same way. And he came back. So, you know, I kind of understand, now, watching that fight now, I kind of understand why he was so aggrieved at Breland. Because it's not so much the fact that he gets hit with the shots. His reaction to the shots is what makes it look worse than maybe what it actually is. So I think Tyson Fury has to really go in there, don't play no games, stay on the front foot like he did in the second fight. And because he just looks like he's just mentally too strong for that guy.
You know what? We say this about the mental toughness, right? I was a little bit taken aback.
El Capo just echoing, El Capo just echoing, he said, Wilder is not mentally strong. Any man that will not accept the last defeat and never move past that, I fear for Wilder's well-being after another defeat. So kind of just echoing what I say. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. I'm not. What I am saying is this. The body language of Wilder yesterday and his demeanor, he's coming to fight, you know.
No, but I actually said, but he was like that in the first fight and the second.
No. This Tunde, he was really relaxed. Tyson Fury was the one that was getting agitated because Tyson Fury was trying to wind him up and he didn't get the response that he maybe was looking for.
Who is the ref on Saturday night?
I don't even know, you know. I'm gonna have to
Let
go.
me tell you something. It's Kenny Bayless. If it's Kenny Bayless, Tyson better lick out my man quick. Because I watched that fight, and you know Kenny Bayless's eyes. You know when you know when Kenny Bayless's eyes, bro. And I picked up that they were kind of, bro. They was looking for any excuse to warn up Tyson Fury. You know, I'm telling you. So Tyson Fury best mind with these judges. They best mind because you know America is searching for that heavyweight.
Tunde, they're not searching for it too hard because the venue's empty.
yeah. But you know, it just looks good in American heavyweight. Yeah. But you know, I feel that Tyson ain't gonna get no favors with these judges. You know, and he can't leave this in no judge's hands. No way. This, if Tyson is to do a number, it's gotta be by a knockout. And I actually feel, and I don't like to say, I don't like to say any man get knocked out because boxing is not a joke sport, and you know I'm in the sport, so it's never a nice thing to say about anyone. Let me just highlight that point. But Fury can actually do it quicker this fight. If Wilder hasn't made, if I'll put it to you like this: if Tyson Fury is 1% better or equal than his last fight, this fight is getting stopped earlier.
Like how early?
1%.
All right, but how early?
You know, yesterday, I said, remember I said to you, bruv, well, I don't know what the trainer, what's the new trainer's name? Emmanuel Schwartz. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
The Tyson Fury's trainer now. Sugar Hill. I didn't know what kind of sugar my man was putting on the hill because to me it looked like the same Tyson Fury. But when I analyzed the first fight,
the different Tyson Fury, totally different Tyson Fury.
When I analyzed the first fight with Ben Davison and Freddie Roach and Ricky Hatton to the Sugar Hill, he actually
Tyson Fury in the first fight was a pub mantle.
Fam. Sorry, not fam. Not fam. Hey, it's a different human being.
Bro.
He is boxing like Emmanuel Stewart fighter.
Yeah.
Second fight.
And like, I'm the boss in it.
I'm the boss in this thing here.
Yeah.
I'm using my weight. That's another key to a victory for Tyson Fury. When he's inside, smother him, very much like how Lennox used to do.
Deontay Wilder looks like some Hercules now.
I don't know, but his legs don't look like no Hercules.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's the thing that I was looking at. The legs look so skinny. I hope he's packed some muscle on his legs. But Tyson Fury is just an all-round bigger man. And this, as I say, the weight also is going to be an advantage for Fury. The weight, the skills, the reach, the height, I would even, you know what? I'm even going to say punch power is with Tyson Fury.
Well, the way Tyson Fury clapped down Deontay Wilder in round 3.
Bro, with body shots, he clapped him down. And the way Tyson Fury throw it, oh my goodness. You see the fight.
Yeah,
you know how strong he is, Rock. You can't beat him, Rock. You see how
the referee is Russell Mora. Thank you very much, Christopher, for that information.
Russell Mora, I've never heard of him. I've never heard of that ref.
American Tunde.
I don't know how many big fights he's actually done, but he's not a referee that I'm familiar with. But the thing is, Fury fought the second fight aggressive, similar to how he fought after he got knocked down by Steve Cunningham. We're still talking about that Steve Cunningham. That's long gone. The thing is that I'm talking about more from a stylistic standpoint, and I was very, very impressed with that second fight, Spence. After reviewing the fight again yesterday, compared to the first fight, it was a different fighter. And I can't remember who it was.
Roland Curtis, thank you very much. Who has the higher boxing IQ? Wilder and Fury are top 2 and top 3. But is the difference between their boxing IQs small or large, and why?
Very good question.
Excellent question, and I want to answer this right now. the boxing IQ that is possessed by Tyson Fury is head and shoulders above any current heavyweight.
Yes,
you know
sir.
why? Because we spoke about this already. The community of which he's come from, right? They have lived this thing, right? He just happens to be skilled to do what he's been taught to do and what he's. Remember, on the cerebral, when Tunde was talking about this with Usyk, Tyson Fury surpasses Usyk.
Listen, and that's why Wilder couldn't respond.
Right. It's surpassed. So the IQ of Tyson Fury is head and shoulders, not just above Deontay Wilder, but above any heavyweight in the world today.
Yes, sir.
I've said it.
Sir.
Right? I've said it. To see a man who has got, and his size as well, for him to move in the way that he is moving for his size, even though sometimes he does make mistakes, but he's very, very clever. And that little fidget, you see when he fidgets and throws, right? That throws off, man, but it also gives him confidence because as he lands, the fidgets start to go down. He doesn't fidget as much. But if fidget is first to find the range, as he claps you, he throws at the jab, boom. Say, okay, I've hit you now. Then boom again. Then he gets relaxed now. The fidget starts to die out now. The fidget dies out, and then he comes with like the 1-2 and that overhand right. And that overhand right that he throws is very powerful. Because when he clapped Deontay Wilder with it, he dropped him on the floor, vicious shot.
Listen, and even the body shot. The body shots physically moved him across the ring. So again, you have to say the strength. What's that? Russell Moore, 589 bouts, ref the big fights all in Vegas from 1997 to 2020. Or maybe when I see the face. Yes, sir. Thank you for that information, El Cap. Oh, yes, sir. Where was we, Spence? He's talking about moving. You know, I was saying that the punches were physically moving Deontay Wilder. I read a comment from Off the Canvas Boxing saying that Tunde were overhyping the second fight because he caught Wilder by surprise. In this fight, Wilder is inspecting a new Fury. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
It was skill that he put with.
No, sir.
Man, like Tyson Fury just run out the corner like a madman. Like,
Come on, bro. And let me tell you something. I told you, if it's a new Tyson Fury, there's even more problems for Wilder. There's more problems for Wilder because I just, after watching this fight yesterday, listen, we know, and I've said it, everyone's talking about Wilder's right hand, but I believe that Malik Scott could have employed and brought in the left hook into play after the right hand, which I feel is good. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see. Oh, here we go. What's his name? Gary, do the honors, please.
yeah.
Gary, do the honors. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Spence.
Right. I'm saying not only is that, but it's a tiny little steps that Tyson Fury takes forward when he's coming forward. He's not large steps for a really tall guy. They're tiny little steps. He creeps in,
Yeah. And he's doing that, as I say, the step back from the Kronk style, which is going step back and then 1-2.
Yeah. That's a proper Kronk.
Yeah. He done that a lot of times.
He do that shot enough.
Say that again?
Tommy Hearns used to do that shot a lot. A lot. And then elongate out the left hand. Then do it.
Yeah. And Tyson Fury's reach is some reach, Spence. It's some reach. And, as I say, I'm just kind of worried that Wilder, I just can't see, because even like the boxing school, because look, the second fight was 20 months ago now, I think it is. It was in February last year. So we're moving on to 20 months. And I just can't see, 20 months is a long time. You can really reinvent someone in 20 months. But I don't know how well Wilder can be reinvented from the level that he was actually at.
Tunde, you got a fight to get reinvented.
Yeah, maybe.
You got, I don't know, maybe. There's no, maybe. You can't tell me a fight in history that hasn't had fights, or if you ain't had fights, you've had like what Sugar Ray Leonard did when he came out of retirement to fight Marvin Hagler April 6, 1987, and had Ray Leonard had 4 to 5 bouts behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors, yes, sir.
If Deontay Wilder ain't done that, which I know they ain't done, right?
Mm.
That prepares you even more to think, right, okay, then, for me to get rid of ring rust. But if you're always relying on this lie of the gloves, I was right, if you're relying on it, then it's dangerous. Just like the brother said earlier, big up Bobby Wright for the 5 for the £5. Listen, you should have took that £5 and got a burger. Right? So I'm saying to you, like, when you accept certain things, then you can kind of rectify them. There will be no rectifying if you don't accept certain things, because how are you going to implement the change if you're not accepting that I have to implement a change?
Emmanuel, as much as I would like to talk about Ant, as I always do, this is Wilder and Fury. So Ant has his time, and let's focus on what we're focusing on, which is ways to win for Tyson Fury. And hopefully after Saturday, when there should be some form of announcement, or it could be sure, I'm not second guessing Frank, we'll move on to that subject. But for now, anyway, I would never talk about that subject because I would always be biased. So, but for now, we're talking about Fury and ways to win. I just feel that you were saying, Spence, about how effective the jab is for Fury.
It's very effective, John.
So how can Wilder get past that?
Head movement, cross-arm defense. Keep it like that. Keep that right and there. Rolling his head. We know he's got a very good left hook. Could you imagine if Deontay Wilder actually was to roll, then throw the left hook? It'd be a danger, But because he's a tall man, he don't have to do that rolling business, because you're thinking like, no one ain't throwing no shots at my head like that. But now you've got a man who's actually taller than you, who's physically bigger than you, and weighs more than you, can put his weight down on you. Now he's got to make those adjustments. Can Deontay Wilder make those adjustments? Or even more so, can Tyson Fury make the adjustments to this new Deontay Wilder we're going to see on Saturday? Because we are going to see a new Deontay Wilder. No ifs or buts. We're going to see a man that hook, line, or he's going to go out on his shield if he has to go out.
Well, then Raheem Gould asked a good question. Will Malik throw in the towel?
No, Malik won't throw in the towel. Malik will leave Deontay Wilder in there to dead if necessary. I'm being real.
Why?
What do you mean why? Tunde, I'm telling you.
Someone says Malik has agreed to not throw in the towel.
Okay, right.
That's serious. Pookie corner, white quitter, white skeleton. Wilder wins easily.
Well, you're gonna have to explain to me how he wins easily.
That's right. You just took the words out of my mouth, bro.
Right.
You have to explain, because
explain that one to me.
I'm just saying, we were very, very fair and honest in our opinions of Wilder yesterday, but me having looked at the tapes today and seen, what was a bit worrying for me was every time Wilder got hit with a jab, his head, or even when he was on the, it snapped back high. And when he would try to throw the jab, Tyson Fury's 1-2s came so quick. It just offset him. So speed, again, I believe, is with Fury. Would you say that, Spence?
No. I would say precision is with Tyson Fury. Speed is with Deontay Wilder, but it's not textbook speed. I mean, it's erratic speed. I mean, it's not. It's not finely tuned speed. You get what I'm trying to say?
Do you think Tyson Fury's power is
underrated? Spencer was so hungry, he ate part of the fork. No, it broke off. But yeah,
would you say Tyson's Fury's power is underrated?
Not after the last fight, no. I think before it was, but not after the last fight.
Well, listen, he's had 21 KOs out of 30 wins. So,
and Tunde, I ain't never seen him bash no one like that.
No, but that's because he's never fought that type of fight. I dare say that he could have done that much earlier in his career, but you know, he's a boxer, a pure boxer. You know, obviously Wilder goes without saying, 44 fights, 42 wins, and of those 42 wins, there has been 41 KOs. One loss.
I'm saving his burger till tomorrow.
No, but it won't taste the same. It won't taste the same.
It will, man. I'm going for bread bin.
But Tyson Fury's got power. I believe so. And I watched it today. And he's got a chin, as I said yesterday. So for me, that's another key to it. That's not to say that Wilder hasn't got a chin, because he took some wallops in that fight. He took some shots. And admittedly, he still didn't really, he wasn't stopped. He was stopped on his feet. And but it was the way he was reacting to the shots. His legs was just all over the place.
Bro, he was all over the blinking place, man.
Jonathan Simon, thank you for the $5, sir. He said,
"Hey, always supporting Jonathan. Thank you, it's much appreciated."
Hey, you guys. No, it's not the same Jonathan. He said, new to the channel. I just think Wilder needed people in the corner who had experience working with heavyweights, turning pro.
Well, I can't say that because Mark Breland's been with him from the get-go.
And I think we got some footage on Mark Breland, innit?
Yeah. Let's run the footage. What Mark Breland thinks about this fight, Gary.
Yes.
The man with a cam.
Do you think there's going to be a Wilder v Fury 3?
Honestly, I don't care.
What do you think about this whole situation with Tyson Fury cheating with his gloves? Did you see that at any point?
If he did, I mean, which I doubt it very much. I don't know. I've never seen nothing. But still, at the same time, he's not going to beat Tyson Fury, regardless.
That's what I never hear. You hear that, Spence?
Tunde.
He said.
Start clapping again.
He said he ain't gonna beat Tyson Fury. That's Breland. So this man knows boxing. Remember, and in that same exclusive interview, and we know we got certain channels wanting to buy that footage.
Yeah.
Let me not talk the thing. Yeah, but in that same interview, he was mocking Anthony Joshua.
And now look.
What happened.
So, you know what I mean? The brother knew something.
The guy knows something.
But what I'm saying is, when he's saying that he ain't never beaten Tyson Fury, would he have said that if he never got sacked?
This is. I was just about to say that. Do you think that's some sour grapes business? Do you think that's sour grapes?
I'm just saying you would just said that if you never got sacked. Because I like Mark Breland.
Of course, but hold on. He's got kids to, he got children to feed and rent to pay. He ain't gonna say that.
All right. Well, then
$200.
Nah, you're taking liberties, Ben Oldham. Ben Oldham pounds.
Good evening, sirs. I am enjoying the show. If Wilder has an inside game and the referee who was strict in regards to Fury leaning, holding, and punches to the back of the head, Tunde and Spence, will there be a different result this time round? Fury's jab nullified. This one. Remember, I told you about this referee situation.
Yeah.
And I told you I just watched this fight, And these referees, they ain't leaning towards Fury. I'm telling you this from a fact.
I hear that.
And Fury can't go in there just one. Anyway, he said he's going in there straight, banging to knock man out. So he don't come in to play no games.
So everybody on here, right, Ben Oldham, and salute this brother.
Thank you very much, Ben. Salute
this brother right now.
Salute.
Ben was not playing. £200 straight.
That's off my mortgage paid off, bro. Thank you very much, Ben. Appreciate it. And it's boxing people on there. So, we're ready to talk. And no matter how big or small, we appreciate it.
Pooh Bear, thank you very much for the 449.
100%.
Love
it. But yeah, Spence, we were saying, Ben was talking about the referees and the fact that the holding, the leaning, there could be a case where Fury is going to be overwarned. And I don't know how that's going to really affect him if they start. Because, listen, say what you want about Fury. He's a very honorable man, He plays by the rules. He plays by the rules. So, again, I think in terms of another key to victory was the press conference yesterday.
The keys to victory for Tyson Fury yesterday.
Bruv, he won that press conference yesterday. I don't business or anyone told me.
No, he never.
He won that. Oh, come on, Spence.
No, he never.
He won that.
No, we did not, Tunde.
Oh, come on.
He was the one.
He said, Olin, why didn't you sack Jay Diaz and these man?
No. That's not in the press conference, though, Tunde.
Wait. Huh?
He was just saying what I said when I did the interview with our late brother now of Pep Talk Pro Bs. Because remember when I said they sacked Lennox Lewis informed me that they sacked Mark Breland and never let him in the change room. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember
and that. Went viral. Rest in peace, Pro Bs. In Blue Jays Cafe did that interview. You know how it goes. My black book serious, but also I get the inside scoops on certain things. Yeah. You know what I mean? 99% right. But if you're my bridging, I'm going with a lie. Right? So
but
I was saying that's who Wilder should have got rid of because JD's was the man that was watching the hand wraps. But this is very smart on Tyson Fury's part because Tyson Fury's trying to put doubt because I don't want to go down this line, but they have in America tried to make this a black and white thing, right? A lot of Deontay Wilder's fans have made it into a black and white thing. It's a conspiracy to keep the black man away from the title and all that bullshit, right? Which is bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Now, what has happened is we're saying if that was the case, because I said if that was the case, why you get rid of Mark Breland when I think Mark Breland prolonged your career? Because you was on a hide to nothing.
But that's what that's what I said yesterday.
Right? I know, but what I'm saying is this: he's saying he's been with JD's since going into amateur gym.
Okay.
Right? So he's saying my lot is with JD's. Do I think JD's would do anything to harm and scope on me? No. But I think Mark Breland would. This is his mindset, right? And he said, yep, I know about the hand wrapping thing. And he said, I've seen the interviews before. He said, then yes, I put it on JD's. I put it on him. Like to say, right, what was actually going on? Tyson Fury now is trying to put things in your head like, all right, then, well, JD's was there. So like, was JD's working with us as well then? And that's what I'm trying to put in his head. But what I liked about Deontay Wilder was he wasn't rising to the bait. Right?
Yeah, that might be, sorry to cut you, Spence.
Go on.
That might be because Tyson Fury has got in his head mentally. And you can't chat to this man. Because everything you say to Tyson Fury,
it don't work.
It don't work. And he comes back with 6 answers.
He's got more dub plates than Saxon Sound, bro.
Come on. So that's why I see that as a moral victory. And look, we all know they weren't supposed to be a face-off, but Tyson Fury said he's a weak man. He's a weak man. He didn't even want to look him in the face. But listen, all promoters agreed prior that there was
I don't believe that Deontay Wilder is a weak man. I think Deontay Wilder is clutching on to everything was against me in the last fight. That's what I think that he's holding on to. Do I think that he won the press conference? I liked his poise. He was very composed. He wasn't being engaging with the nonsense. He's saying, look, I just want to get you in a ring and punch you in your head.
All right. But listen, let me see what the sister's saying. She said he's not in it. He's not in his head. Tyson is a better talker, but yesterday he was not. Tyson was rattled. Well, I don't know.
And Jay, I'm saying my sister. That's exactly how I saw it.
No.
You think no, but I'm telling you how. You can't tell me no how I saw it. I'm telling you how I saw it. About no.
I'm gonna listen. Your opinion is your opinion. Nick,
yeah, exactly.
Nick has her opinion.
Yeah,
but anyone who knows Tyson Fury, that's how Tyson Fury goes on, Spence. It's not like you saw something new from Tyson. So when man shouting about he's rattled, that's an everyday thing.
No.
Hold on. So
it is an everyday thing, yeah. But Tun, it is an everyday thing. I agree with you, but I don't think that he's got in Deontay Wilder's head.
No,
I don't.
So
I really don't.
Before we was talking about an individual who had so much self-confidence and belief in his punch, all of a sudden become muted. That is a change of character. It's
a change of character because you're always talking about the cerebralness of the sport.
Yeah, obviously. I know.
I don't believe that Deontay Wilder has opted to be this way. I believe that you listen to Malik Scott talking is a very highly intelligent man.
Very, very.
You know what I mean? Highly intelligent man.
He's my guy.
Huh?
He's my guy. Malik's
right,
my guy.
Cool. Even though he's a porn star, right? But what I'm trying to say to you is that Malik Scott.
Come on.
You don't believe me? Go on Malik Scott's Instagram right now. There's always some tiny pictures. Anyway, right? But what I am saying is, Malik Scott said, listen, we're not buying into his thing now. We're not giving him that energy. And then my man saying, yeah, man, they use that juju on me. I ain't gonna fall for this time. And that's where his mind's at. So he's had time to adjust to say, I'm not gonna fall into the traps of Tyson Fury mentally. Come fight days, it's gonna be totally different. You know what I mean? Totally different. But right now, I'm saying right, because when he said to him, oh yeah, well, you'll be wearing proper gloves. Now he said something about the gloves and you won't be using no tricks in this time now and and all the rest of it. But regardless of that, I still right, what G said Malik does
lucky Luciano
with the Queen on Insta. I'm telling you, bro, he's some kinky man, bro. Right? Always smoking cigar with some slacky tidy business. Right?
Come on.
But every man for his own. I have to big up Malik Scott, right? But
he's there where
he's a proper guy, right? So I'm saying, like, as I said yesterday, Tyson Fury, you best come prepared when you're dealing with Tyson Fury, because the guy can slip shots.
Yeah,
right? The guy knows how to fire back as well, and also the really, really good thing. Deontay Wilder is good at gauging fights, not fights, the fight itself. He's good at gauging fights. Like, right, now I'm behind, I got the equalizer, I got to clap here. Tyson Fury is good at gauging rounds.
Sorry, you're talking about, I'm reading these comments. What? Man said his pictures are haram. Bro, don't tell this is no religious thing. Man said his pictures are haram. Stop that, bro. Anyway, sorry. Off the camera's boxing. Why you had to do that for? Why do you go and do that, man? Anyway, Bobby Wright says he's with me. He said as soon as he took off the headphones, he got in his head, Spence, and that me I say in my pocket.
I have to go watch it better. You know what I mean,
trust me. Listen, you know.
Sorry, Muhammad Ahmed. I haven't seen the Tim Witherspoon interview, right? On this fight and also on AJ. I haven't seen it. But what I am going to say is this. Tim Witherspoon was a very, very good boxer himself, right? Very good. Knew the arts. You know what I mean? From Philadelphia as well. He knew the arts. All of a sudden now they say like, he wants to train AJ. Who has Tim Wilson got on his resume to say you're going to train Anthony Joshua? I don't think you work
They're looking job.
Of course they are. Everyone's looking job. And the amount of man that's blowing up my phone, I'm talking top trainers blowing up my phone. Man's looking work.
Yeah.
Right?
And we can help him. The man that tell Anthony we can help him. Him need to throw the double jab right hand and come with the left hook. And no, brother, he don't. You need to do that. Right. That's what you need to tell them.
Right. So I'm hearing this from loads of guys. I remember when Tim Wilson came over here and he was working with fighters. I was talking like in 2000, 2003. He was working with fighters with Dennis Hobson's lot and Richard Poxon when their man was in their promotion. And he did a little bit of work with, what was it? Clinton Woods, former IBF light heavyweight champion. I remember that. But
yes.
This is a different kind of thing because this heavyweight boxing, and Tim Wilson was a very, very good fighter. Really good fighter. He was just undisciplined. He was a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. You can't throw back.
Terrible Tim. So why is an undisciplined man? How is an undisciplined man going to teach someone to be disciplined?
I'll rest my case. Right? And that's not me on Tim Witherspoon. I like Tim. He's a nice guy. Very, very nice guy. Right? But keeping this thing 100.
Big up legend. I see you, bro.
Yeah. When Tyson Fury starts double jabbing and popping, it's all well and good. Like you got the psychological in my like right. I got the psychological because a couple of men was phoning me from the traveler community today. I'm not really going to call their names, but quite a few of them phoned me today. I was saying we know Tyson Fury acts erratic, but he's trying to be more like John Fury than Tyson Fury. And I'm saying, you know what? You got a point there. And I'm seeing Frank Warren look worried to me in the press conference afterwards. When Bob Arum's losing his head and cussing effing that to everybody. When he kick out the news reporter that Mike Copeland and just kick him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Right. Bob's moving like a G right now.
Yeah, like
no prisoners.
Something where the judge on him from the time he told you, Eddie, you have to get rid of you. I know Tony just done that. Black arms.
Trust me. Yeah, Bob is just busting gunshot in the whole of Vegas. And he said, you know, you bring this lady over from the UK. Bro, he said, F off. Bob Arum is a serious guy, you know.
That's my man's girl, you know. That's Barack's girl, isn't it? Akam Barack from the zone.
Akam Barack. Yeah.
That's his missus. So Barack was kind of vexed still.
Yeah, we could be vexed anyone. It could be vexed anyone because you're dealing with Mr. Bob. Bob is the done. Bob's the done. Bob's from Ali Fraser, them man there.
So Bob, yeah. You know?
I forgot what it was. I think it might have been a Teofimo fight or something. He was sitting down, old, and the fighters come face to face, and they said, "Get away." Bro, he just shot us and get out of there, man. Stop that nonsense. Bro, he's old school. Imagine how much knowledge that man has in his head, Spence. How much that man's seen.
Yeah,
I heard Stacey McKinley, good trainer, great trainer of many champions. He said that Bob Arum and Don King are some of the smartest men in the history of boxing.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Bob Arum is a G.
Without a doubt.
You can talk about
Emmanuel Kwame, thank you very much. What does heavyweight boxing scene look like at this time next year? This time next year, very interesting because you know
what will be WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
It will be because you know why.
But he's got a tough assignment.
You know why? No. Well, he's got to get past Wallen, and I believe that he will get past Wallen. Ben Oldham. Pop. Wait, stop 1 second. Rob, you're taking liberties, you know. Liberties. Ben Oldham's a multi-millionaire. The man just dashed.
Ben Oldham, you're definitely Nigerian because only Nigerians floss like this. Anyway, Ben Oldham says Nick J is right. Fury was definitely rattled and angry, probably due to Wilder mentioning boar meat, failed drug tests, etc.
Yeah,
So
and remember also he was doing this as well. Wilder said, yeah.
Let me finish.
Like he's taking the cocaine.
Bob also says, Bob also says the last time I saw Fury irritated and annoyed was the lead up to the second Klitschko fight, where you will know what happened there.
Because the fight didn't happen.
Interesting.
But I see Wilder doing all of this, like, right, you're snorting, you're taking the thing, bro.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, he was doing that. Yeah. Go, yeah. He knows, yeah.
Well, listen, what I will say, as I said it yesterday, this fight is Fury's to lose. So if he ain't,
of course it is.
If Fury has cut any corners, if he put anything in his body he's not supposed to put, he'll be found out. Because I know that this man is coming, Deontay Wilder is coming proper, but I can't see it, Spence. I just can't see it. Massive Fury's moving like Tony Montana. Bro, but he done that in the second fight as well. He was boxing the guy like that. Bro, like, yeah, all right, cool. But all these are little tricks. It's boxing knowledge to trick the man. That's what boxing is. It's tricker man. And Fury is the king of the tricksters. Psychological warfare is a major part of Tyson Fury's game. And I feel that he's actually changed the attitude of, or forced Deontay Wilder and his team to change the attitude because, sometimes the change is for the better anyway. And I must say that in this fight, I do feel that the change is for the better because you ain't out talking Tyson Fury. No way.
No way.
What's that man saying? I just see something. Anyway, go. Yeah, Mike Burke said it. Tyson's the master at mind games. He does. He does. You can't talk this man down, and he backs it up, Spence. So
he does back it up. Come on, guy. Yeah, what I seen there. Yeah. Oh, because things are flicking too quick. Yep. Romany Hotspur says, big up Spence and Tunde. Great undercard heavyweight fight. Sanchez versus Ajagba. Who you got? How about Ajagba winning that fight? I don't rate this Sanchez you.
Well, I know Ajagba and FA, good guys. Ajagba is a former Olympian. Good fighter. I still feel there's still a few fights away from a world title. Sanchez, I feel they may be overhyping him a bit because he's in the Canelo camp and everybody is in that camp seems to get peripheral treatment. Hence why his name is on the left side and Ajagba's on the right. But it's going to be a good fight. Because, Ajagba's got the Nigerian spirit in him and he can lick.
Tunde, I've got Ajagba winning this fight. Simply because this Sanchez is because he's Canelo's man, what we know about him. If he wasn't Canelo's man, we wouldn't know about him.
No way. You see that bell in the road, Beckham.
That man's trying to sell iPhones to people. You know what I mean?
Ben Odom, see, I knew it was something to do with Niger or Ghana, the High Life people. What's that program that's on at the moment?
You see, my man's on the Chifa, the jeweler. He's a proper.
Yeah. I know Ghana, man, we're set the same. Ghana, well, I don't want to start getting into that conversation.
Yeah, don't, because Taxman's watching.
Because that's an episode in itself. Ghana and Nigeria. But big up, Ben. Thank you for your contributions. Again, I have to say,
Ben's a real one. I'm appreciative of that.
Yes, sir. Anyway, come on. This is very interesting, this conversation, Spence. So let's keep it going.
Yeah.
And I will interact. We're interacting with the viewers online, and if you've got any thoughts and opinions, put them up. We'll say them. There's a comment here by Ab Lincoln that says Wilder has stamina issues. Fury will be patient and push later in the fight this time. Wilder must be patient, not to wear himself out. You know what? I was actually looking for a kind of dip in Tyson Fury's performance in that second fight, but bro, he started to when he started to
Turn.
you know when he started.
Yeah. But also, it was like, thank you very much, Robin Block. It's a great show. I'm saying, like, just how tough Tyson Fury was, how mentally tough he was. He walked down a puncher. He followed Deontay Wilder.
Yes, sir.
George Foreman always famously says is never follow a puncher. Right? And this man so blatantly walked down the smaller, but the man with the more explosive punching power. Tyson Fury's got heavy punching power. Deontay Wilder's got explosive punching power. There's a difference in the punching power.
I get you.
Right? So, like, Tyson Fury will hit you and, you know, raw, you get dizzy, or hit you and it's like a doof. My man's like a, you know what I mean? Like a, some vicious voodoo punching power that Deontay Wilder's got. Like, he went to Niger and they buried him for 3 days and put that special dust on him. You know what I'm talking about, Tunde. You got it when you
Why must I know what you're talking about?
You know what you're about, Tunde. You know. You know what I mean? I thought your punching power when we sparring. That's some different voodoo punching power. Right? So I'm saying like, Tyson Fury had the gall to say, look, you're rubbish and I'm going to show you how rubbish you are. And that's what you're saying. Because when I spoke to him a few months ago at MTK Global Show, I said, what was the punching power of Deontay Wilder like? And he said, the first time it was vicious, right? But he said, like, he said the first time when they fought, it was vicious punching power. That's what Tyson Fury was saying about Deontay Wilder. Okay. In the rematch, the game plan was just to take away the punching power from him.
Yes,
right?
keep it clean.
You keep it clean. And also, you got to remember, and this is no slant on Ben Davison, right? Young up-and-coming trainer. But it's more so to the fact, that's why Freddie Roach was saying, like, if I had Tyson Fury would be more aggressive based because you got a man who's bigger than everybody else, who's athletic, and got good jab. He said, I'll be sticking it on you.
Yep.
And that's what he did. When he linked up with the Kronk and Sugar Hill, and then man, they said, no, we're sticking it on, man. We're going to use your attributes to what they are. And that's exactly what he did. He went out there and he stuck it on him. Plain and simple.
This fight here, it stacks heavily in Tyson Fury's favor. And I believe that unless Wilder has reinvented himself totally, we need to see slipping, sliding. And you can't do that with Tyson. You need to catch him. You need to catch Tyson with a shot. And it's not to say you can't do that. You know, we don't know the type of vigor Wilder's going to come with in this rematch, but he's acting very calm, and that doesn't mean nothing because a man that don't talk is a very dangerous man because you don't know what's in his mind. But having said that, a man that does talk is also dangerous, as we've seen with Tyson Fury. So I guess we can't read too much into that. I just feel that, as we've said over and over again, Tyson Fury has so many ways that he can win this fight. He's got a better jab. In my opinion, he's faster. He could well punch harder than Deontay Wilder. Because the question is this: if Tyson Fury fought the guys Wilder had fought, would he have knocked them out? If Anthony Joshua fought the same caliber of fighters that Wilder have fought,
well, he's fought a couple of them, he's knocked them out. So you know what I mean. So
all this talk about he's the hardest puncher in heavyweight history. We said yesterday, you don't punch hard.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. All it is this is like we've been spoiled. Well, we ain't seen like knockout man for a long time in heavyweight boxing because of what the Klitschko's did to professional boxing.
Yes.
Right?
Just quickly, Minds of Conflict. You say all you hear is Fury pace. That's because this show is on Fury. Yesterday it was Wilder, so maybe you don't know what's going on. But it's keys to win for Fury. Wilder was yesterday, which is why we're trying to build a case for Fury. I hope that answers your question. Go ahead, Spence.
Yeah. Now I'm just getting a phone call from America right now, so I'm not answering that. I mean, I'll tell the man I'm going to phone him back in a minute. Yeah, he's gone anyway. It's all good. Right, man's taking liberties.
What's the matter?
Man's taking liberties.
Matt.
Gary's taking liberties.
What, man?
Gary's taking liberties.
What's that? What's that? I can't see it. Malik Scott.
Malik's got any misses.
Some porn show business on Kwan.
He's hooked.
Oh my goodness.
That you fruity, you know.
Bro, no, listen. There's nothing to do with it. We're talking about boxing here, Spence, please.
But that's part of the mindset. He's a fruity monster.
But man said it's haram. Stamina for someone said it's for haram now.
No, but he's just talking the truth. Like, it's some fruity business the man's under.
But listen, I'm telling you, there ain't no jokers in Tyson Fury's team. He's got a serious guy there in the middleweight boy, Andy Lee.
Andy Lee, no boxing.
Former world champion.
Boxing.
A product of the
Emmanuel
Should and Kronk boxing.
Yeah.
He's got Sugar Hill, obviously the nephew of the late great Emmanuel Stewart. So
like I said again, that don't mean nothing.
I think it does. Yeah, I mean, I heard you when you said that yesterday, and I didn't really say nothing, but I think it does. It's one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why Freddie Roach has achieved what he has, because he came up under, as you know and I know, the great Eddie Futch. And being around wait, Spence.
Eddie Futch's fighters as well.
Wait, Spence, man. Wait. It's just, you imbue that knowledge. You take in that knowledge, and you can't, it definitely does play a part. Even the way he inevitably ended up training fighters. So he's been around. He personally hasn't done it. But again, he created his own history. The last fight, taking Tyson Fury to winning the WBC title. So let's see if Malik Scott can repeat the same feat on Saturday night against Tyson Fury. It's an almighty mountain to climb.
It's a massive ask.
Yes.
And why can't this just be a boxing match?
Hold on. Sorry. Off the canvas boxing. My auntie's dog's former owner's cousins was married to the Queen. Wait, where's the thing gone? It doesn't mean anything to me. You don't know boxing. That's my answer to you. You don't know boxing. You don't, and I'm sure if your cousin was around the Queen long enough, he or she
drinking tea like that, they hold the cup.
Would have taken on attributes of the Queen. So it does mean something.
Because you are your environment.
So because you become your environment. Your environment plays almost 70-80% of who you are. That's why that's where the term came from. You're a product of your environment. You don't be a smoker and roll with smokers all day long, 7 days a week for 10 years and see what happened to you. Don't tell me that it don't mean nothing. Of course it does. Anyway, don't let me stop. You was doing so well, young man, but then you start stepping to TT Cool J. Anyway, I still got love for you off the canvas boxing, but it definitely does. And it's happened so many times in boxing. A lot of these, I mean, I remember seeing Adam Booth in a couple corners in some old fights. So I was like, right, that's Adam Booth there. You understand? And then look, he made his own name. Yeah, so this is what happens in boxing. I don't know about no Queen dog or whatever. I don't know about that, none of that. I know about boxing. And in boxing, why you think Dylan will say why you think Dylan will say the man was tough when it was around us?
You can't tell me nothing, girl. And don't leave us in week.
A week, Spencer. A week. Bro, look. You see, you're making us veer off this thing. We're making us veer off this thing. But believe me, bro. Fam, it means something. Trust me.
Man said he's weak to.
Dylan cracks me up, you know. Yeah, it does. So, and also, it depends on how long you're around that person for, how many years and months and what have you. But it definitely means something. So yeah, I think that there ain't really that much more to say, Spence. You know, we've
done the hour. It's been fun.
Yeah, we've done the hour. We know what Fury's got to do. Whether he does it or not is a totally question which will be answered on Saturday night. When the biggest, the boldest, the brightest behemoths in heavyweight boxing step into the ring in the early hours of Sunday morning. I think the fighters are due to be in the ring 4 a.m. Spence, because we was.
Yeah, it's gonna be some mad time, but I'm gonna get the full rundown on.
I think we should come on around 2 a.m.
Yeah, around about that time.
If the fights go early, it will start early.
Mark Prince asked if he could jump on with us. He sent me a message today.
Oh, Mark Prince, yeah?
Yeah. He want to jump on because he said.
I know Mark come scare out the people with his hard voice.
Look, yeah. You got to know the Lord, and it's got to work inside of you. Mark's our
guy. Of course.
Yeah, so we're going to
It'll be an honor and a pleasure.
Draw him in. Yeah,
it'll be an honor.
Don't muck around.
It will be an honor and a pleasure to have Mark on. You know, great accolade for his son, Kyan Prince.
Oh, man.
In the QPR Stadium. So I think they've actually named a stand
after Kyan Prince,
after his son. What a great honor it is. And it will be an honor to have him on the show with us, breaking down the fight. So so that will be good.
Mind, you know?
Oh, man. I speak to Mark a lot of fights and stuff like that. And he's always giving his opinion. And we've all got opinions. And everybody thinks they're right. You know, and that's what makes boxing such a great sport. You know, people always going to have something negative to say, and some people going to have something positive to say. So we just see. What's Pookie? Is that the same? Have you been beefing with some brother called Pookie?
Yeah. But not beef. I just put him in his place. I don't want to give the guy no energy on our platform. But he just, Tunde, if you see how rubbish this man is, Tunde, we might.
Who is he?
Some little pub man. He's got some channel. He's a professional troller. I'll give him that. He's a professional. Okay. And he's just been run off his mouth saying about, for years, he's been run off his mouth. But this guy's a junkie. So he's put stick on a couple people, exactly, saying, what was that?
Quintus.
Yeah, turns around. Yeah, Porky scumbag. 1,000,000%. Nah, this is what I'm trying to say. You don't have to. I'm not going to say everyone to like me. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But like I said, if you're everybody's cup of tea, then you're a mug. All right? So,
Go on.
That. Now, you can run off your mouth. I'm saying it's cool. And he made up posters. Yeah, me versus Spencer X. All right, that's it. Right? Right? Oh, cool. I'll take that as well. I'll take it as well. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that. No worries. So it's been for years. I just ignored the guy, you idiot. Yeah, whatever. No. So he's come back now and he's put out some things on a couple men in the game. Well, I'm not going to call their name, like trying to insinuate that they're kiddie fiddlers.
Oh, wow.
I think you're going to.
That's enough of that. We don't want to even talk about that.
Right.
That's that conversation.
Right. So once.
Done that conversation.
I have to teach this little bum a lesson.
Yeah, no. Done that. We're done that. Let's keep this thing. From you just said that, that's done.
Yeah.
We don't even talk about that kind of energy on this thing here. So let's keep it moving. As we were saying, Ban Pookie, your poop man. Yeah.
No, but before anything done, I just want you to see, like, I saw the man do some boxing thing, yeah?
Okay.
I have to show you this, yeah? And this is the man who's got the audaciousness to try and put my picture and his picture on a poster. He's like, he's got a friend that's calling out John Fury. And John Fury said, I'm going to take it. Then John Fury phoned me on Monday. He said, Spencer, they're not even worth the steam off me piss.
Anyway, loud. I don't even know why I mentioned it. But anyway, Minds of Conflict said, serious question to both of you guys. What if Wilder comes in a different fighter? Now, that I hear that question, Minds of Conflict, but my thing is, what are we really expecting Wilder to do and come in as? Like, when you say a different fighter, he obviously is Deontay Wilder. The only kind of take I could say is, when you say a different fight, what is he gonna box? He ain't winning that fight.
He
has to be aggressive.
He has to be aggressive. He's gonna have to
be aggressive.
He's gonna have to try and stick it on, man. But you heard what Wilder was saying, that I'm gonna punch arms,
legs, head.
Right. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to.
Yes.
Like, he's gonna have to. And like, he's gonna have to show inside game. But what I do realize is, like, Tyson Fury on the inside, he's very good at blocking shots, you know, especially
you know what? Remember yesterday I said he looks a bit suspect on the inside. When I watched the guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, Spencer.
He does. He's comfortable.
He knows he's comfortable. He slip slide, and it would really have to be a moment, a second of Tyson Fury not concentrating for Wilder to get that punch in, and that's it. It's just as simple as that. It's simple as that, because, you know, he can land shots, Fury can ride shots. You know, it makes you wonder, like, how out of shape Fury really was for that first fight.
Yeah.
You know, and his dad said, you know, he just come back and his body wasn't solid yet. But he looks different, man. He looks very healthy, Tyson Fury.
He does. Tyson Fury's that man who's never gonna have a body beautiful. He's never gonna be no Adonis, ever. I mean, ever. His body always looked kind of clumpy, even from when he fought John McDonald. The two times, his body was kind of clumpy.
John McDonald, you mean?
Yeah.
John McDermott, you mean?
Don't take liberties.
John McDermott, yeah. I remember John.
Yeah, John.
Big bad John McDermott.
But look, John, watch this. This man here, look at this little Billy man.
What's he doing? Oh, is that the Porky brother?
This is the Porky brother. What?
Hey, this man can't tell you about left hook. We can't throw a fish hook.
so after, like, seeing this bum, come on, man, spare me.
You're still talking about it. Allow him, man.
No, the reason why, no. The reason why, because this man's just a professional troll. So I'm not giving him no more energy, but it's only because people's in the comments writing. So all I'm doing is just giving it back to him. And what I want is to allow him into that to say, all right, then, because he said, all right, then, come on, I'll have it with you, which he said. So I'm saying, I accept. Now, I've sent emails to him. I've been on a couple of his things and wrote comments and said, come, let's have this thing. And I don't hear nothing from the guy now.
Spencer, who do you think is profiting more from you two clashing?
Of course he is. But Tunde, wait there. Tunde, but it won't be, because profiting what? Tunde, I will kill him.
No. Listen, stop that talk. You don't want them to lock off our thing. What do you mean? The police come around your yard and say,
boxing gloves.
Don't come around. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. See when you engage in negative energy.
Tunde, I agree.
Wait, Spence. Wait, let me tell you something, because the people need to hear as well, because they can be educated. When you engage in negative energy, you become negative. And you see what you just said? That's because we're still talking about this brother. Forget him. Done. I would even you're even good putting him on your Twitter. I'll lock that off and block his ass. You understand? Anyway, sorry, you see? Anyway, Lucky Luciano says, yo, Tunde, do you think Tyson will surprise everyone again and do the opposite of what he's been saying? And do you think coming in at 20 stones is a bit too heavy? Well, if he is 20 stones, that is kind of heavy, Spence.
It is.
But, you know, if he can be 20 stone and move in the same way he was moving in that last fight, that is even a bigger problem for Deontay Wilder. Because once that 20 stone gets inside and starts leading on you, drain out your energy.
Your legs are gone.
So, you know, we know, come on, man. Listen, this is not even a complicated breakdown. We know what Fury has to do. We know what he intends to do. The thing is, the reason why Fury has got so much more ways to win than Wilder is because he can actually box. He can actually stay on the outside and box this guy. Or he can do what he done in the last fight, which is just stay on the front foot, go straight down the line and move off to his right, Fury's right, that is, away from Deontay's route, and clap him with an overhand right. So, and I feel that's what's going to happen. The overhand right is going to play, or hey, it could be Wilder that throw the overhand right. Let's not forget that.
I know, but the overhand right,
Gary, you know that, innit? So to break it all down, Spence, we need a prediction because the fight, there's going to be no more breakdowns now. We've given ways to win for Wilder. We've said the right hand. You said the right hand. I've said the left hook. But I think the people want a definitive answer. You don't have the old yard man in the bookie shop. You need a toothpick now in the side of your mouth.
Man.
And a pen in your ear.
Man, Tunde.
Oh, then Jonathan Simon, $5. Wilder's only chance of winning on Saturday night is making it a Hagler versus Hearn war. He can't beat him technically.
And I believe that too.
Fantastic analogy, sir.
And Jonathan, Tyson Fury too smart to get caught into that foolishness.
Yes.
Actually, he's too smart to get caught into that foolishness.
But I think he would, Spence. I actually think he would. I think he would start engaging. And, belief is a serious thing. And Wilder, sometimes when I look at his knockout high rule, I think like, where did that power come from? But as I said, I ain't seen that. Since that last fight, I ain't seen no evidence of no punching power. I'm just telling you, I can't see it, Spence. Remember, and the confidence thing is so serious. I mean, we're going on again. But in the first fight, when they was doing the press workout, remember Wilder was doing that.
yeah. Jump.
The jump thing, yeah.
Like he's
and he done that at the beginning of the fight. And Fury just clapping him back up. And bro, he never done the jump thing again for the rest of the fight. So I don't know. This confidence thing is a serious. Nick J says, well, I'm just reading. That's gone quickly. That went. Oh well, he is Hearns in this analogy. Being Sugar Hill is his trainer. So yes, Nick. I love that. Well, yeah. I get you. I get what you're saying, Nick. I get what you're saying. Agler just eat man up, but cool.
Deontay Wilder ain't a Marvin Agler. Marvin Agler is a supreme boxer. Lefty and righty with relative ease.
Yes. Well, people are giving their definitive answers. Bobby Wright saying 8-round KO. I see another person said 7. Spence, do we have one from you?
Yeah. My Tyson Fury points.
Wow.
I think this fight's gonna go points.
Amazing.
That's what I think. I think Tyson Fury points.
You know what? You know me. I'm just gonna go for the wild card and go for Wilder.
You know what? I had the feeling on Wilder. I had it for a little while, thinking like Wilder.
So, yeah, but after today, I said, bro, I text you. I see the Fury's gonna clap out. but I'm just gonna go for Wilder, just because. What's that? Idris, he's got that tune. Just because.
Yeah, big boy tune.
Yeah, just because. I'm gonna go for Wilder. I'll be honest with you, my head is not saying Wilder. I'm just being honest. That's the honest truth. My head says Tyson Fury by stoppage in 4 rounds.
Nah, I can't say that. I'm gonna go Tyson. The reason why I'm saying that,
Cool.
Tyson
But because I'm playing God's advocate in this
Yep.
scenario, I'm going Wilder stoppage in 2.
in 2 rounds. You know
2
what?
rounds.
I'm gonna throw a cheeky bet on that. You know,
I'm telling you.
because
Man said Tunde's on some joke thing.
nah, you know what?
I'm telling you, bro, this fight, you can't call. Listen, you know, logically thinking, there's too many pros for Tyson Fury. Too many pros. But boxing is not a logical sport.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's very illogical.
It's very illogical.
What I'm saying is, if Tyson Fury opts to box, and of the 2 fights that they had, Tyson Fury opts to box, I just think it's too late in the day to teach Deontay Wilder anything. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just too late in the day to teach him. And I think Tyson Fury's got his number now.
Yes.
I don't care what condition Tyson Fury comes into the fight. And I also looking at the psychological damage in the back of Deontay Wilder's head. Like when he's gonna get clapped with shots and he's gonna know this time, I know I had 10 man checking Tyson Fury's glove.
Yes.
Right? And I could see like Tyson Fury, but it wouldn't surprise me if Deontay Wilder knocks him out.
Yeah, well, I said
AJ just lost the other day just to mash up all of the money, and then we're going to get 2 historically correct heavyweights because of their weight ended up fighting for the undisputed crown in Usyk and Deontay Wilder.
Amazing.
Who both could still fight at cruiserweight because Deontay Wilder can make cruiser. I'll tell you that now. Of course he could make cruiserweight.
Yeah, he's a very lean guy.
He's lean.
Very big though. When I saw him, I was very, very shocked.
He's big, man. He's a unit. He's a unit.
He's a unit.
And you look at his legs and they're like this.
Yeah, 100% matchstick thing.
Yeah, but
so
I'm gonna go. The reason why I'm going Fury points is because I could see a smarter Deontay Wilder, but then trading on points, still looking for the knockout, but conserving energy, not being as wild. Yeah, not being as wild. So Fury being respecting of Deontay Wilder's punching power, engaging, but knowing that I don't want to take no chances now and get caught. So that's what I believe anyway. I think Fury will outbox him because I don't think Fury's. I know he's been in camp and everything else, but something don't feel like he's been on it to me.
Ooh, Wilder.
No, Fury.
I don't know. It's funny. This fight is funny. This fight, there's something don't feel stable about this fight, and it's one of those fights where it literally could go either way, and it all depending on the first 2 to 3 rounds. Them first 2 to 3 rounds, because one thing I noticed is that Wilder dramatically declines as the rounds go on. With Tyson Fury, that is. I don't know about no other guy, but with Tyson Fury. Because I just feel that the weight, the size, the speed, the boxing IQ is just way too much for him.
Now, you know what? Tyson Fury, 9th round stoppage.
Right? Cool. I'm still going. I told you I'm going wild.
I'm just remembering Deontay Wilder getting in the 2 Luis Ortiz fights. It was disgusting.
And they're not gonna let Wilder get hurt, you know. I'm telling you. They're not, because he took some walloping in that last.
Malik Scott's under strict instructions, bro. I will come around your house and blaze you if you don't. No,
I don't believe Malik will do that. I believe he will do the honorable thing, and he won't want to see, you know. My guy said it, because all this talk about, I want to go out on my shield, that's all nonsense. But you got family, you got wife and children. All this,
they want to go out on their shield, so you have to leave them to go on their shield, bro.
Nonsense. You're taking this warrior thing, bro. You watch too much Gladiator film, Genghis Khan, all them nonsense, bro. When your children want to see you, you understand?
Man wants to go out on his shield, let him go out on his shield.
No, sir.
But what I'm saying is, all them man I know, like, I want to get out my shield, yeah? I know loads of them proud boxing. Know them personally. A lot of them are viciously punchy today, yo.
Of course.
Viciously punchy today.
You know, listen, it is tough. It's always a tough decision. That's why to be a trainer is a very, very serious role, because you're always torn between, you know, that's why a lot of father-son relationships in boxing don't work that well.
Don't work.
Because, you know, the emotional link between the two is something that you don't want to see your son get hurt. And when you build that kind of relationship with a fighter, you don't want to see him get hurt. But then at the same time, you know what's inside of him. And only the trainer will know that. The trainer will know that. But, you know, there's stopping in their fight, and there's like, come on, you ain't winning this. You know, if it gets to that, then you have to throw in the towel. And I don't really like talking about situations like that, but let's not hope that it gets to that. Let's just hope that the fight is finished nice and cleanly. And is it going to be Wilder? Is it going to be Tyson Fury? Saturday night, live on The Fight Is Right. Myself, my brother Spencer Fearon, the one and only Knowledge, will be doing a fight along. Not a no chipped box. No. What's the other thing called? Fire stick.
Fire stick.
No. We're buying the fight. BT Sports Box.
Wait, how do you buy it on BT? How do you buy the fight?
I don't even know. I'm streaming it. Not really. No, but I'm not too sure, you know. I'll find out. We'll find out. I'm sure someone on here will let me know. I have to phone up my man on BT and ask him what the situation is. But we will be live, and we will be live from 2 a.m. on Saturday night to watch this great, momentous WBC heavyweight fight between the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, and the Bronze Bomber from Alabama. Them Alabama are serious, you know.
With the gumbo.
With the gumbo, you understand? The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Okay, we sign off by saying these words. Tunde got that dodgy box. No, fam. It's all right. Everything's cool now. Robin Block. Listen, man, we got some low guys.
Low people.
Low people, man. And it's great for us, you know. We're just talking about the sport that we love. We're adding our bit of humor into the commentary. And it works. It works for us. It works for you guys.
And as you can see, Tunde should be celebrating because he's just renewed his sponsorship contract with Cocoa Bar.
Yes, sir.
On that note, we shall end it by saying,
dream it, believe it, become it.
Come on down. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Join us 2:00 on Saturday for the Tyson Fury WBC and Ring Magazine Lineal Championship belts versus Deontay Wilder heavyweight title clash, the trilogy.
Yes, sir.